Okay, folks, look, I'm back at it again, but this time I'm gonna do something a little bit more friendlier, you know, like for the working man. Or, you know, even if if you're busy, you got a lot of stuff to do, that's why these crock-pot videos come in clutch, right? So check this out. If you guys ever had, you know, a chili mac, you're gonna love this one right here. All right, so look, as you guys can see, right here, look, we got a couple of cans of these fried, you know, roasted diced tomatoes. This is my tool of choice whenever I gotta have diced tomatoes, right? And then, you know, of course, we got cheese, onions, you know, I'm gonna be using my seasoning. This right here is that A, you know, the A. I kind of like put this in everything between this and the Creole Kick. These are my go-tos, right? And I got an assortment of things back here, you know, like these are more ingredients. Don't forget, they on my website. It's Smokin and Grillin with AB.com, and that's WITAB.com. And then, of course, you got to have the pasta. All right, so look, the first thing we're gonna do is we're getting ready to go ahead and, you know, just put a little bit of extra virgin olive oil in here. This is garlic infused by Branch and Vine Upland. This is what I use. This is my go-to for those of you guys that are new, right? I already got a flame underneath the bottom of here. It's starting to get warm. Oh, I can smell the garlic kicking back. I start with a medium flame just to get everything nice and warm. I make my adjustments once I put my beef in, right? If I want to raise the temperature or not. So what I want to do is I want to go ahead and brown it. So we'll let that go. Oh, I can hear it. It's about ready. Right, now let's just go ahead and drop him in like this. Meanwhile, what we're gonna do now is just to prep. All right, now we let that build up a little bit of a crust. Now I'm gonna go in here and break this up. Now all we're doing now, folks, is just going ahead and browning this. Now this is 80-20. I know some of you guys are probably trying to figure out why I added my own oil to it. I love it for the flavor. You know what I mean? It does something just to it. And you don't want it to like initially stick, even though my pan is well seasoned. I just like to always add just a little bit until it can render its own fat. All right, so if you look at the stage that we have it at right here, look, I'm looking at my fire, making sure I'm, you know, at a good medium. I done moved everything up to like a medium high, right? So just looking at this, looking at the color and the browning, where I'm at, this is where I would like to add my onion. And then I go ahead and get my garlic, right? Now, you know, this is the part that makes me happy. Now we just want to mince, and we want to mince on top, right? So that way we can control how long this is in the heat. All right, so we got that going. Now let's go ahead and just get this mixed. You should be able to smell right off the bat, just the onion and the garlic. All right, now this is where I like to go ahead and add, you know, my chili powder, right? We'll add that. Now, those of you guys that like to have like a little bit of heat, let me just grab that right now. Let's just address that. You know what I mean? I got a little cayenne pepper. It's really up to you how much you put in here. I'm gonna just say about a half, not even a half. You know what I mean? I just dust it just very lightly. You know what I mean? And then I come with a little smoked paprika. Now we go ahead and just give that a mix. You can see it right there, look. You see how the smoked paprika and all of that changes the color of the ground beef? All right, then last but not least, I got the A seasoning, right? It's the combination of everything that I put in here right now that makes this chili mac way different than what you get in the can. If you guys are buying that in the stores or whatever, you know what I mean? Trust me, you can make this at home. You can double, triple, quadruple this recipe, especially if you got a big family. These are like, I'm gonna just say this recipe right here is very, very kid friendly. I would just watch how much cayenne I put in there, right? For me, I just like to be able to have just enough, you know what I mean, to let me know it's got a little, you know, heat to it. But other than that, that's it. Now, I know we putting this in the crock pot. This is what we getting ready to do. I don't know about y'all, but man, these cast iron skillets, they heavy. All right, so now we're gonna add our fire roasted, you know, diced tomatoes, right? So I'm not doing any draining. I'm adding that to it just like this. Now, when it comes to these beans right here, we're gonna drain these beans. All right, so now we're gonna add, you know, our pasta, right? Now notice I didn't even, you know, boil these, get them parboiled or nothing like that. We just add them just like this, all right? And now one of the things you didn't see, look, I got some beef stock. We just add ourselves about a cup, right? And this is what we're gonna, you know, cook the pasta in. All right, so as you guys can see, when you look in here, this is what we're working with, right? Now you can only imagine, instead of us, you know, parboiling our, you know, pasta, right? It's just gonna cook in here. Now I know the times would be way different, but trust me, folks, with just gradual, you know, the way it cooks, you know, gradually with the heat, this will go ahead and, you know, come out just perfect. Once you have it all mixed up like you have it, we're gonna put the top on here, and then it comes time to set our time. There's two different settings you guys can use, so I'm gonna go ahead and hit power, right? We're gonna select, and I'm gonna go with high. If whatever it is high, you can times it by 2, and that'll be your low setting, right? So now we come up, let's get a time. I'm gonna go 3 hours, right? So I'm gonna leave it alone. This one automatically starts on its own, so it's going 3 hours. Now, if I want to do this on low, what would it be? Y'all got it, 6 hours. There you go. All right, so listen, where we at right now is I only got a few more minutes before this is ready, right? I don't want to take the top off or do nothing like that, but we got to add cheese. I saved this step for last because we're going to add it, get it moving around, let it be nice and creamy on the inside. Now, let's talk about cheese. You know, if you've been following me for a minute, I tell everybody, I'm starting to hear everybody starting to say it now, you want to grade your own cheese, right? When you guys buy that regular cheese in the store, you know what I mean? It's got like a waxy little film in it. That way they don't stick together, all the little shreds, right? So grade your own, it melts better and all of that. Right now, I'm just trying to figure out what size. I'm gonna go ahead and go large. I had this sitting out just for a little while, so it's nice and soft, right? So we're just gonna go ahead and get ourselves about 2 cups. Now, after I did the large size, as you guys can see, I come here on this side, and now I'm gonna grade it a little small, right? This is so that I can put some on the top. You know what I mean? This helped me with the pictures, and it just adds some more cheese to it also. You can't really never have too much cheese. All right, cheese is grated. Let's go ahead and just break this a little bit. Let that steam out that way. I can look at it and tell you right now, it's right. I can see the texture. So what I want to do is I want to get in here with my spatula, you know, and just run this. Oh yeah, look at that. And then remember we had that smaller one, the smaller shred, right? We just add that on the top like that. And this will melt super quick. And then when you go ahead and plate or whatever you're gonna do, you know what I mean? Put it on a plate, in a bowl, however you do it, right? You can sprinkle a little bit of the smaller size, you know, shred. Okay, folks, look, as you can see, look, this is the process that brought you guys here, right? So this is the bowl that you saw that we shot right now. So this is what it looked like. You guys can come in here and see. I tried to make it a star, but you see that right there? The green, that's parsley. You put that on top. You can see the way that, remember those little small shredded cheese? You put that on top. Look how it spreads. You know what I mean? Hey, listen, when your food look good, it tastes good, right? Anyway, you fooling with me, so I'm not gonna tell you nothing wrong. And you know what, the only thing left to do is to really give it a taste, right? A taste test. So, I got somebody on here, I'm finna bring them on here. So this is Kayla, this is my daughter. You know, she be in the videos every now and then. So look, do your thing. There you go.
Get in there.
Get in there. You don't blow it or nothing, huh? Is it good? No, don't tell me, you gotta tell them. Hey, listen, I know it's good. I want you guys to try it. Hey, look, I got a little G-boy, you know what I mean? Hey, Aiden, if you're watching this video, when they publish, man, this go out to you. Tell your mama to make this for you. So you guys, don't forget, go to the website, smokingandgrillinwithab.com, and that's WITAB.com. You know what I mean? And I got it all written out for you, how to follow the times, degrees, and everything. With that being said, look, this is my daughter, Kayla. You know what? And we out here.
Peace.
Peace.